questions to the acting Premier. 2 weeks ago, I stood up in this legislature and asked the Premier to change her policies that are driving jobs out of Ontario, including the 1,300 layoffs that have been announced in Oxford over the last 10 months. Business after business warned this government that the high cost of operating in Ontario would force them to close their doors or move. Yesterday, 200 more layoffs were added to that total as Firestone announced that they are closing their doors after 81 years and shifting the remaining production to North Carolina. Will the government now finally admit that their policies are driving jobs out of Ontario and take action today?
Minister of Economic Development and Growth.
Well, let me respond to that question in two parts, Mr. Speaker. I want to start off by saying that we share the members' concerns for that community. They've been hit by a couple of significant layoffs in the last month or so, and we're very aware of those challenges. And in fact, we'll continue to work with local authorities there. Really, our focus will be on helping those workers find other opportunities. And we'll continue to ensure that our training colleges and universities are now MAISD will be engaged in that as well. And we'll work.
Member from Lanark, Frontenac, Lennox and Edmonton is warned. And I'll keep doing it.
At this time, Mr. Speaker, we're talking about something very important to one of his colleagues. So I look forward to working with my colleague, my colleague minister, to help in any way we can. In the supplementary, I'll address the issues about Ontario's competitiveness.
Supplementary.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. 1,500 layoffs in Oxford in less than a year, and 2,800 CAMI employees on strike trying to keep their jobs in Ontario. The government can try to spin this however they want, but that's the impact of your policies. The people of Oxford are doing everything we can to support our local businesses, but this government just adds more and more burdens until the companies are forced to close their doors. How many more people have to lose their jobs before you're going to take real action and keep our businesses and our jobs in Ontario?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, now it's time for me to bring the member into the real world, because that is not the real world in Ontario or anything even close to it. This province is growing, Mr. Speaker, faster than the G7s on average. We have an unemployment rate in this province that's at a 16-year low. We have created a net 760,000 net new jobs since the global recession. So for the member to talk down the work that's being done in this business community in this province to create jobs is absolutely inappropriate and absolutely wrong, Mr. Speaker. I understand there are challenges in that particular community. There's been a couple of very significant layoffs, and we will work with the member to help those workers. But the best thing we can do is to stay on track, and that's keep building this strong economy in Ontario, keep our lead in leading the G7, and keep that unemployment rate at record lows, Mr. Speaker. We're determined to do that. And